Today's March 13th, 2011. So I wanted to talk for a second about what women want. And I know they made a movie about this with Mel Gibson, and it was funny. But seriously though, I think we're in a lot of trouble these days when it comes to the dating world or whatever. It's so much wrong with the shit. I don't even know where to begin. I could talk about this one subject all fucking day, all night and shit. And I'm sure everybody has strong opinions. Everybody has strong opinions. So 90% of the times somebody's gonna hate me for what I say. I don't give a shit. This is from my perspective, my opinion. Get your own motherfucking blog and write your own motherfucking shit. Okay, but this is my fucking opinion. And my fucking opinion is this. Women don't know what the fuck they want. Men, pretty stupid. I mean, pretty straightforward, pretty dumb. I mean, you know, like I said, we're pretty simple as far as like what we want. To be quite honest, women, it was a point in history where it's like you were told what you wanted, right? Okay. Thank God that ended, and women, you know, got their freedom and their liberation and their women's rights movements and whatever. And then you sprinkle that in there with some feminists who fuck shit up because they instead of like encouraging women to be independent or whatever, it was more like, it was less about being independent and more about being anti-male. Not all of them, some of them. That's why it was very gray. There's a gray area there with the feminists because some of them have the right idea, and others like just are bitter, angry, man-hating, fucking evil people. And we don't need more of them, because what you see happen is like it's a cycle. Okay, you take out your bitterness, and so what happened is like this. Like I'll use myself for an example. My ex was an evil bitch. She hated men, and what men did to her, she did to men, basically. But not the men who did shit to her to good men. She did it to good men, to men who would never do anything. Like, man, I never did anything. But she did all the shit that they did. She lied, she cheated, she fucking deceived, manipulated, all kinds of fucking shit. I mean, just did anything she could to fuck shit up. And we all have to take responsibility, okay? Okay, so women who've, you know, had hard times and had trouble in the past, and you know, had shitty relationships with me. I have a friend of mine who always talks about like what her ex-boyfriend did, what he did. What the fuck did you do? Okay, we all have a role to play. I know what I did. Like I chose poorly. I saw the signs and I just ignored them, and that was my fault. So I got what I deserved, basically. So that was my problem. So we all have to take responsibility. I remember I went out on a date with this person one time. We just met up, and she was like, "Oh, I'm looking for a spark." Spark. Fuck you literally looking for some shit? No, that's that spark that I felt with my ex-boyfriend. Wait a minute. You just told me that your ex-boyfriend was a fucking prick, that he fucking ignored you, that he got irritated at you at some point for you know, just asking, "Are you okay?" and shit like that, and you know, whatever. And then he said he needed space. When they say that shit, just so. But he was like, "I need space and this and that and shit." And then when you went to go, 2 weeks went by. That ain't space, goddamn. And you went to go talk to him again. He blew you off, and basically that was the end of the relationship. So you looking for the same shit that you got from that motherfucker? That's the shit I'm talking about. Come on, man. You don't go for fucking anything that has to do with it. It's something in a person that makes you pick a type. Usually, and I don't mean to get all psychological and shit on people, but usually it has to do with whatever you experienced in your childhood. Some good authors to read, people like Harville Hendrix, who talks about that in detail. But usually it has something to do with that. There's always a connection. And if you can realize whatever that is, then you might have a chance of stopping the cycle, because it's a cycle. You'll just keep repeating it over and over and over again. You'll keep picking the same type of person. men, male or female, or whatever, same sex, whatever. You'll just keep picking the same. It's a personality type. It's character. It's not about gender or race or whatever. It's just a personality type. So if you have problems with your father, you probably look at somebody who might resemble. Unconsciously, you might find yourself with somebody who's like that in some way or another. Or if you have problems with abandonment, you might end up with somebody who's going to abandon you. Or you have problems with abuse, you might pick somebody. It's just a stupid, repetitive cycle that a lot of us don't even fucking realize we do. And so I thought that was dumb. I wouldn't want to date any or pick somebody who even remotely resembled my ex-girlfriend. Ugh. Like, that was a horrible, fucked up ass, fucked up ass relationship, because I'm all the time being very direct and honest, and the whole time lying and lies on top of lies, and then at the end, you don't get no kind of satisfaction of an apology, of guilt, of remorse, of admittance of, you know, doing something wrong. No, the person just turns all around on you, makes it seem like you did something wrong. So it was just awful. Just the worst girlfriend I ever had, the worst fucking relationship I've ever been in, just god awful. Why would I want to repeat that? And there definitely was a strong attraction at the beginning, but it was all based on a lie. It was all not true. None of it was true. And so it's not about attraction. Tracy McMillan, she recently wrote an article about women and why they are not married right now, and I think she took a lot of heat from that, from women, and or maybe some other people too. And she was recently on one of my favorite radio stations, 106.7 KROQ, K-Rock, and talking about it. And it was interesting because all the shit she said in there was 100% true. It was like, it's not like it ain't true, it's true. If you one of those people, then you're gonna get offended. But I mean, shit, change your life. make a difference. The purpose of her article was not to talk shit about women, because she is a woman, but to empower people. That's what it's all about. It's all about empowering. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, fucking, sometimes I think women have the fantasy in their mind too much. And the reality is, you have to do something. You have to get off your fucking ass. You have to talk. To me, the quintessential essence of a strong, independent woman today, defined today, would be a woman who can assert herself, who can talk to a person, who can approach and initiate dialogue. If you're interested in somebody, go up talk to the brother. Go talk to him. Ain't gonna do. What, you afraid to experience what we experienced for the last, I don't know, hundreds of fucking years? The rejection? Yeah, it sucks, but we all have to get over it and move the fuck on. Sometimes you like somebody, you say, wow, like you get on these dating sites like OkCupid or Plenty of Fish or Match.com or Chemistry.com, blah, 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 blah. And you see these people who match you like so much, and it's like, ooh, and you like, they look good, they match, and you say all these great things. You email them, and they just ignore your ass completely. There's nothing you can do. You just gotta move the fuck on. You gotta realize that there are so many people in the world that you just keep going. There's somebody who actually will give you the attention. Don't just settle for the first motherfucker to give you attention, basically. If it was up to me, if it was my way, if I was to design a perfect system, a somewhat perfect system, it would be a system where the humans had nothing to do with it. Where it was just machines going on statistics, data, your genetics, your coding, whatever the fuck it is.